Good morning, folks. This is Rich from East End Flower Farm in Buffalo, New York, Zone 5. I just thought I'd give you a little video on how I take dahlia cuttings to propagate my dahlias. There's only two true ways to get a exact copy of your dahlias. One is by taking cuttings. Second is by splitting your tubers. So I thought I'd show you how I do that. First of all, I take my tubers that I buy, okay, and I literally just throw them in some compost, some dirt, cover them up, give them a couple weeks with no water, and they will start to sprout, okay? I'm going to show you a little bit larger one so you can get a close-up of that. This is a dahlia tuber that I started off about 3-4 weeks ago. It's now got enough growth that I could take some cuttings off of it. All right, so here is the larger growth that I have coming out from the eyes of the tuber. Not sure if you can see that, but they come from the eye of the tuber. Let me move that away for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little sharp knife, okay? This is just a craft knife I bought at the dollar store. Very sharp, very clean. Make sure it's clean and sterilized. And what you're going to do is you're going to go in and you're going to cut as close as you can to the tuber, okay? And just give yourself a little cutting, okay? And you should have something like this, all right? You want to make sure you have at least 1 or 2 leaf nodes, which are these right here, right where the leaves come out, okay? And I have 2 sets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to give this a little bit of a cut, okay? I'm also going to trim some of the leaves, and you may ask, why am I trimming some of the leaves? Because I want all of the new growth to go down to here to producing roots, not up here to produce more growth. Also, with larger leaves, you will lose a lot of moisture, which is called transpiration. So let's go through and we're going to root this. All right, so I have my cutting here. It's all trimmed. So what I'm going to do is I took some compost, some potting soil, pushing it down a little bit, compressing it. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a little hole, okay, that goes all the way down to the bottom. Now, you can either use a rooting hormone on this or you can just wet it, okay? I'm just going to lick it and stick it. So put it right down to the bottom, okay? Compress your soil all the way around it. All right, so you're going to have a little baby cutting that looks like this. All right. These were some dahlia cuttings that I took about 2.5 weeks ago from one of my tubers I had started and did the same thing. I took some cuttings off a mother plant, okay? Cut some of the leaves off, stuck them in some wet compost, and you have to put them on a heating mat. It needs to sense that there's warmth at the bottom to send out roots at the bottom, okay? They're gonna look kind of shabby for a little while. They're gonna look like they're almost dead. A lot of these leaves don't look too perfect, but if you look very close, in the middle, they have all new growth, okay? Which is great. They take about 2 to 4 weeks to root. These were taken a couple weeks ago. New growth is coming out, so I'll bet you if I had pulled these out, which I don't want to do right now, they will have a lot of roots on it. So another couple weeks, it's mid-May here, first week of May in Buffalo. Still too cold to plant these out. So when these are a little bit more rooted, I'm going to pop these in the ground. Okay, I'm back outside right now showing you one of the dahlia cuttings that I took back probably the end of February. I didn't mark down when I took this one, but look at the size of it. Look at the growth of it. It's fantastic. This will perform just like any other tuber would, and it's a clone of its mother. It's called Mystic Cosmic. Dark foliage with a bright yellow and petals with a black center. A smaller variety, great for cutting. Just perfect. When this is about 1 foot tall And there are about 5 sets of leaves. I'm going to pinch the center back so that the side shoots will produce longer stems, better for cuttings. All right, guys, this is not the only way to take cuttings from your dahlias. The only way I know it works. I get about 95% succession rate, which is great. If you've liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share. Thanks, and have a great day.